wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers. The Transformers. That means the Transformers.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Transformers Reviews. Today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at what is officially titled LG57, or as I like to call it, Starscream's Revenge. And the reason for such is if we look at the packaging here, as you can see on the artwork, you can actually take Octane and turn him into a actually quasi Starscream, which is really cool. Now, the reason for doing another Octane is, well, because of that reason. Plus, he's just really just so superior to the American release. But what I'm really excited is he does come with this Headmaster Ghost Starscream, and actually when we get him out of the package, you'll see he's actually semi-clear. And of course, comes with your standard Headmaster. Yeah, they're calling it actually a Headmaster instead of a Titan Master. Look at that. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to kind of show you what the packaging looked like really quick. It's really kind of cool. Again, here you have the deal where he turns into Starscream, and you know, all this fantastic packaging that comes along on the side of this, which I don't know why they always draw such cutesy versions of the Beast Wars figures. I don't know. Why does Rat Trap even have a tie? I don't get that. Anyway, other than that, and then of course here's just some product shots. So without further ado, guys, we will go ahead and we'll actually get these guys out and take a look at them. Okay, guys, so here we are. We're going to do this a little bit different than last time. We're going to go ahead and we'll take a look at the, as they call them, Headmasters. And so you can see that Murk there on the left has got a much better paint job than last time. He actually, again, his paint job is meant to resemble Octane. Whereas, as you can see, the Ghost Starscream's Headmaster is meant to mimic him in his color scheme. So it's very, very nice. I like these guys. Really, I mean, I love the amount of detail that goes into these, because it actually makes them feel like more legitimate robots as opposed to just random, you know, recycled Headmasters or Titan Masters. Because he was in plane mode whenever I got him out of the box, I figured why not just start there. So anyway, plane mode is actually a good place to begin, because one of the things that this version is known for, they don't have any of the foil stickers. So nothing has actually changed on the molding of this. This is identical. Like I said, it's just the aesthetic differences, basically, as far as just paint versus, you know, the old kind of crummy foil stickers. However, if you did want to just look at him as just a plain jet, you can kind of see that this time around, it's really, you know, I don't want to rehash what I've already done, so we're just going to look at some of the differences really quickly. The first biggest thing that I obviously noticed was now the 1980s stripe kit has been removed. You can see they have this nice solid silver stripe, and it extends all the way even to the front fuselage part, and I really like how that kind of helps tie the whole thing together. And one thing that's really cool to help kind of sell the airplane deal is, as you can see here now, they left some places unpainted, and those are just resemble the windows like you'd see on any other jetliner. And they're actually in proportion with the windows on the cockpit, so I love that. And matter of fact, I mean, it's mirrored on the other side. You can see here the windows and the stripes and the emblems and all that wonderful stuff. Now, one of the things that I do love about this new paint job is the way that they painted the cab. It actually has a direct impact on this mode, because the other one kind of hit it, just due to the way that it's painted and everything. It helps sell the illusion more. Like I mentioned in the other videos, it sells the illusion that these are more jet intakes as opposed to the grills for the cab of the truck mode. And other than that, guys, there's really nothing else to say about his airplane mode, so let's go ahead and transform him into tanker mode. Okay, everybody, here we have Octane in his tanker mode. Now, the one thing is, due to the way that they did the sides for airplane mode, you can still see that it does have the airplane-esque windows. But when you kind of stand back and look at it, visually it does kind of blend in with the tanker detail right here. So it's not as I mean, you can definitely notice it, but visually it does kind of to a degree kind of blend away. Plus, I do like the fact that having this design on now what is the rear part of the tanker, it's where the emblem is, it still looks good. Now the other one of the differences between this and the Hasbro version is the cab is actually staying together quite a bit nicer. Now it does still have a little bit of a gap right here in between the two windows, whereas on the Hasbro version it had a difficulty. I mean, most of the time it was more of a gap like what you see up here, but it was all the way down the middle of the cab. So at least the front is holding, and you know, I'm okay with that. But the one interesting thing about it is, you'll notice, aside from the grille, now they have this two-tone paint job going on. And on the other, on the Hasbro version, the paint job extended, at least if not to the wheel well, you know, it was pretty much the majority of the cab, whereas here it's kind of split, you know, paint-wise, half and half. And I gotta say that when I first saw it, I didn't like it, but considering how, you know, we saw in airplane mode how it actually improves the figure and helps hide this section, I'm actually okay with it now. And, you know, the more I've looked at it, because it is different from the one that I did have, the paint job has slowly grown on me. So I really do love this tanker mode. We will go ahead and move on to probably what is going to be my favorite mode out of this, him and Starscream's robot modes. And here we have Octane in his robot mode. I love the way his wings are done. Even on the back, it's not too terrible. I mean, it looks very clean overall robot mode. The colors blend together really well. Takara has done just such an excellent job. And I mean, you know, you can notice a few things like there's his excellent face sculpt, and his chest looks a lot cleaner. He's got silver painted fists. Everything, it's very simple, and I don't know why I keep coming back to the word clean, but that's just the way it looks. So if we want to go ahead and give him his weapons, we go ahead and give him his rifle here. You see how he kind of looks with that. Now, due to the way that his shoulders are, we'll come to that here in a second, you have to really rely on the elbow and stuff. So your arm motion is somewhat limited, so you can't have the arm fully extended out. But again, we'll come to the reason for that. So if you wanted to give him his other cannon here with Starscream manning that one, kind of see how that looks together. However, the main title of this review was to show you Starscream's Revenge, which the whole reason this set exists with this particular head or Titan Master is because in the old cartoon, Octane was on the run and he was hiding out in the Decepticon crypt, where he came across Starscream's disembodied mutant indestructible spark, and basically Starscream took over Cyclonus and they worked together throughout the episode, and it was just kind of that's why this whole set exists, is because of that one episode. That's why this Titan Master comes with this figure. So let's go ahead and turn Octane into, well, Starscream. And here you actually have a quasi Starscream. And I gotta say that you know what, it's just enough of a difference that I like the fact that you can make this either Octane or Starscream. And I love how, because see here, these shoulder deals, what these are supposed to represent is, if you look here, these shoulder deals are actually supposed to mimic these shoulder deals on Starscream, because G1 Starscream had those shoulder pylons. And see, on the American version that just came with just the Octane Headmaster, these were just painted gray. So the fact that they kind of were like, okay, well, it's kind of color coded. And I mean, matter of fact, if we take a look at Starscream here, then you can see he's got that semi-clear head. And you know, even though these little deals were supposed to be like the prime antennas for whenever this was used for Prime and Scourge, it does somehow help his head, and it works really well with him. So I really like that. So overall, it's a really great figure. I'm happy to have him. But before we close out this review, if you're going to have Starscream in there, you kind of need to see how he stacks up to a Megatron. So you can kind of see how they stack up there. And I mean, if you're going to use this as Starscream, Looks great with Megatron. I really enjoyed doing this review of Octane and Starscream, and I hope you guys have also enjoyed it. And until next time, guys, we'll see you in another review.